I'm watching the news the other morning. I cannot remember what city it was, but it's in Illinois, and I think she's a black alderman, and they are beginning to give out reparations for African Americans. It's a process. They're going to get it in increments, and how they paying for it is with the legalization of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
The sales tax, that's the money they use to pay us our 40 acres and a mule. Here in Wisconsin, they do not want to legalize the marijuana. Everybody got their opinion.
Now, some states are.
A lot of states, more people getting on board.
Mm-hmm.
It really, honestly, if you do your homework, it has many benefits. It helps with mental issues. It helps with pain.
Eating. I've known some people that has cancer and they don't have an appetite. And when they, smoke marijuana, they get an appetite to eat. So, I mean, hey.
My kids, they can't eat unless they smoke a blunt.
And I you know what? I've heard so many people say, I can't eat unless I smoke.
Which is ridiculous. But
you eat when you're hungry.
We used to get out. We used to smoke joints.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different now. It's a lot different now, though.
It's the strings of this.
And all the different names. All the different names and come from California and here and all this kind of stuff. But, yeah.
The smart states are taxing that money. And they're using that money to go back into the state. Why can't we get it here?
Mm-hmm.
We as a people need to write our aldermen and say, this is what we want.
Should we legalize, guys? Yes or no? Should we legalize? The bill just answered.
Right.
So, I'm kicking it with Kelly, kicking it with Trina, kicking it with Kels. We just back here, kicking it or whatever. If anyone have any questions, we can do Q&A later. We just having fun. We're going to end it now. Kels, do you have anything to say?
All I have to say is keep it real, Milwaukee. Keep your head up and be active. Be active in your community. Support your children. Teach them. It takes a village, y'all.
It does. And she's so humble, honey, with that. It takes a village to raise these kids nowadays. And, some people, I've seen it where they will, because back in the day when we were younger, if our kid is out there doing something, everyone is going to say something. Oh, you see such and such doing this? Oh, we go check them on this. We go check that. We go do this and that. But nowadays, if you say something to a kid, it don't happen. But you know what? Kicking it with Trina, I have my nephew, and he want to holler for a minute. My nephew, I love you so much. This is Carl. Carl, what you got to say? We on Kicking It with Trina show. What's going on?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there, man?
We good.
I just want to say, man, sometimes, things may be rough, but that don't mean it's always going to be a dark tunnel at the end. The light always going to shine bright, man. Remember that. Always keep pushing forward, never give up. You
right.
know what I mean? Stay positive out here, man. I know it's a crazy world we live in, but as long as we keep pushing through it and heading for the big future. You know what I mean? The big things. We'll be straight. We'll make it through it.
Right. She just said, "Hey, cousin, we miss you."
Oh, what's happening? You too, man.
Man, when you gonna touch the ground? When you gonna be touching down?
Probably like towards end of August, maybe beginning of September type stuff.
Oh, that's when she have her baby. You know we gonna do it big then.
Oh yeah. You know she ain't gonna be able to do nothing. But, you know.
But we was just sitting up here, you know, kicking and talking about, you know, a struggle, a woman's struggle, a man's struggle. You know, it's hard out here for some people. What you got to say about that?
Oh man, you know the struggle is real. You know, but the struggle is what made us, though. You know what I mean? That's what got us strong out here. You know, without struggle, then it'll be just too easy. Everybody got have this and that, and So I mean, you gotta appreciate the struggle.
100.
I mean, the struggle made muscle. You know.
You're right about that. We was talking about, like, you know, a lot of single mothers out here, a lot of single fathers. It's hard. It's so hard. But, you know, regardless if you're a single mother or a single father, you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. You gotta keep it 100. And one thing that I always do with my kids, I kept it 100 with my kids. I let them know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Period.
And I definitely can vouch on that, like, especially, like, my mama, she raised 3 boys, and, honestly, my mama, my best friend,
Right.
We keep with each other. We always, what I'm saying, like, it wasn't easy, but, she made sure we had food, clothes, Christmas presents, birthday gifts, whatever it was, and, what I mean, she did what she had to do by herself, and, what I mean? So, I love that, especially being with this woman history month, what I mean? Big shout out to all the strong women out there.
Period.
That's for real. That's, and now it's, more dads stepping up doing the roles with the, single dad thing, and, it's good. The kid need us, what I'm saying? The kid need all of us, That's definitely what's up.
I know a couple of single fathers out here, and it's like they think that just because a father is single, it's like, oh, you should know how to do this or whatever. But it's like the single fathers is going through the same thing that a single mothers is going through. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here for everybody right now. It's hard out here for everybody. And we just got to stick together as one and do what we got to do to raise our kids. Because I know when, my kids was little, when y'all was little or whatever, we did whatever we had to do to make it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Got to.
And that's definitely 100, you know what I mean? Like, man, that's what I say, like, it's just, I don't know, without that struggle, I wouldn't be who I was today, you know what I mean? Without just growing up and just man, like Mom said, I heard when I came on, she said it take a village out here, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, we gotta have each other back. We definitely gotta have each other back out here. And that's definitely one of it. We gotta look out for each other, man. All this stuff going on right now and this and that. We only got each other.
That's it.
It don't matter if you ain't related or nothing like that, man. We gotta help each other out. We gotta see the big picture out here, man. At the end of the day, we are human. So,
and we losing a lot of our leaders. Losing a lot of our leaders. My grandmama, may you rest in peace. Oh my God, it's still, it's unreal right there. But those are our leaders, and we have to pass that. We have to pass it down. We have to pass it down to our younger ones, and they have to pass it down to theirs. It's so hard out here. But one thing I can say about our generation and our culture is that we know how to survive. Some people don't know how to survive. We know how to survive. If we gotta eat butter and bread or syrup and bread or whatever, that's what we do. Some people are just used to certain things, and they can't do it. But by us learning, like back in the day, our culture ate greens, pig feet. We got the scraps. We made something out of those scraps, so we know how to survive. Right.
Definitely, man. That's definitely true, man. A lot of grace, man. Especially that, I don't know, like especially today with this era that's going on, man. There ain't a lot of leaders out there. It's like these little kids running wild doing things, and we gotta.
They ain't got that guidance. Ain't no big mamas.
And nephew, you got 3 girls. I mean, what you gonna be able to do, to keep it positive for them to grow up to where they don't meet no crazies out there.
I just try my best for my girls. I want them to know the real, like what we spoke upon earlier, just being real and letting them know, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
I want my kids to, choose their own paths and everything, and I try to be not much as a role model, but you know what I'm saying. I try to put them in the right direction. I try to let them know, and I start them in an early age, So, and it's definitely harder with 3 girls, So, I got great faith in them that they're gonna do right and do great.
That's what's up. That's so what's up. It's just like so nervous, and like I said, God rest your soul. My niece, our cousin, my niece, your cousin, Bonnie. I have her kids now. Raising them, and it's like I ain't raised no teenagers in a while, so it's like I have to be on mother load, again to get them out there and get them straight and teach them right from wrong. But at the end of the day, they have to follow their own path. But I always believe that I have to instill the good in them, let them know.
What it's about. You got to give them that doggone path to follow. Either they follow it or they don't.
Exactly.
But give it to them.
Right.
It was crazy. I was hearing something on the radio or something. I think it was about that Kirk Franklin thing when he did all that stuff with his son. Like, when do you stop being that parent, or how do you teach an adult or whatever? And, my answer, I was like, to myself, I was like, you don't. This parenting thing lasts.
Never ends.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always things you can teach your kids regardless of their age. Just because they hit 18 don't mean, they necessarily grown, or they don't still need help, or, guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So, like that parenting thing, it never stops. It never stops just because it's your kids, you do things for other people's kids or whatever, and that's what makes you great, though. We gotta stand up.
You have to. We have to stick together. And like I was telling, the kids or whatever, I'm like, our circle is getting smaller and smaller. It's getting smaller and smaller. So it's like we have to stick together, and us OGs, we gotta,
we OGs.
We the OGs for real though. We have to teach the kids like the right and the wrong. But like I said, at the end of the day, they go which way they want to go. But
we gotta give it to them.
We have to give it to them at the end of the day.
They can make that choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. You can't say that you ain't trying enough. You know what I mean? And still, like, never stop though. Never stop preaching those words, and never stop giving that encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people change their lives, at a later age. They finally get it and stuff, but, they be hearing it. Believe me, it be heard. It's inside them. When you drill it in them, it's just like waking up and brushing your teeth and washing your face. It's just a habit. You know what I mean? And sometimes people be late bloomers, but never give up on them.
Here's my thing right here with the young